Hello friends! I've been getting a lot of requests to react to AnyaPanda's first Lolita video. AnyaPanda is, I hope that I'm saying her name right, I did so much research into it, but Canadian and American accents, you really hear the A's and the O's differently, so I don't know if I'm saying her name correctly, but I'm trying my best based off what I could find. AnyaPanda is a mainly cosplay channel. She does do some alternative fashion, and she's been venturing into more and more alternative fashion. I'd seen some of her convention horror stories floating around in my suggestions, but I'd never really watched her channel until people started requesting that I do a react video. Hi, really quickly, I just wanted to mention that since recording this, a lot of you have sent me emails about Law Death Machines getting a Lolita makeover video, and that is going to be my next episode of Lolita Reacts. I just wanted to mention it really quickly because I figured if I didn't, I would probably get a lot more emails about it, but thank you so much for all of your requests, and let me know any other Lolita content that you might see and want me to react to. I watched her first video because a lot of people were saying, you know, she's Canadian, you should collaborate with her, and I was so excited, like, cool, like another Canadian YouTuber that I could possibly do work with, and then I realized that she's in Vancouver, which is very far away from me. Also, some people don't realize, you know, I'm in Toronto and she's in Vancouver. Hopefully, one day I can meet AnyaPanda, maybe at a convention, or maybe she'll be in town for something, or I'll be there for something, or we'll be somewhere else. We can collaborate. I would love to do that, Anya. If you're watching, I would love to collaborate with you in the future. And now I'm going to rewatch it with you and also see her next 2 Lolita videos because they're all under 10 minutes, so I think that I can do this all in one go. Good luck to future editing me. What's really interesting is that we're in a place where we can watch Anya's evolution happen live. We can watch it progress. We can see the beginner experience and how she evolves and changes and gets more interested in the style, which is really cool. Also, no pressure. I'm really interested to see how someone who started off in cosplay then interprets Lolita, because it's interesting to go from something where you're replicating a character, you're becoming that character, to then going into a fashion where you're learning more about yourself and your own personal style. But first, today's video is sponsored by Native. Native sent me 3 of their all-natural deodorants, which I've been using for about 3 weeks now. I've been really enjoying them. They glide on really smoothly and dry really quickly. I hate when deodorants have like that white debris and then you put your Lolita blouse on it and then it's on there, and I hate it, but Native definitely soaks into my skin really quickly, and the scents are really lovely but not overpowering, which I really enjoy. The scents that they sent me were lavender rose, eucalyptus mint, and cucumber and mint. I think cucumber and mint has been my favorite so far because it has this really light, fresh, sweet scent that is great in combination with the other lotions and perfumes that I wear. I didn't want something that was super potent and strong because I don't want all of the different scents that I wear to like fight with each other. If I had to categorize these 3 deodorants into Lolita substyles, I would say that cucumber and mint is sweet Lolita, eucalyptus and mint is gothic Lolita, and lavender rose is classic Lolita. I think that those scents just match with those prints and those styles. These deodorants are aluminum-free, paraben-free, and sulfate-free, and include ingredients such as coconut oil and shea butter. They are vegan and cruelty-free. 3 deodorants are normally $36, but if you use my link and my code, you'll get them for $24. That's 33% off. Native specifically wanted to sponsor a Lolita Reacts episode, which means so much to me. Native supports Lolita Fashion and J Fashion. Thank you so much, Native. The first video I'm going to be watching is I tried Lolita Fashion for the first time, AnyaPanda Vlogs.
Lolita Fashion for the very first time.
She's so cute! I find it interesting that her first piece that she decided to wear is a non-printed piece, which, like, there's no judgment in that. But I feel like as a cosplayer wearing a non-printed piece, you could end up looking like a cosplay. Not that you can't wear non-printed pieces. We are off to a rocky start. I did not explain this very well, and I'm here to try again. I think that it is a risky move as a beginner who is coming from cosplay to wear a non-printed dress. Not that you can't do it, but it's just something that I want people to consider when they are starting Lolita, especially from cosplay, and just to like look and make sure that you don't look like you're cosplaying. I don't think that Anya looks like she's cosplaying, and she explains that she got the dress from a friend, so I think it's also important for more veteran Lolitas to remember that, you know, we all start somewhere and that she's working with what she can get her hands on, and a lot of Lolitas are the same way. Like, they might not have fully discovered their sense of style yet, but are working with what they can get. Gosh, I don't know if I explained this any better, but hopefully this makes sense to someone. Veterans, have respect for beginners. Beginners, really research and experiment with your style and figure out the things that you want to wear. I really love that she's going for like a strawberry lemonade color combination. Oh, boater hat. I like those little wings in there too. That's really cute.
I'm making my teenage self proud because actually I've had an interest in Lolita fashion since I was in high school. I actually wanted that to be like the style that I was going for because I had a lot of trouble kind of finding my own style in high school, and so it was actually very cute. I did hours of research. I had a little notebook where I wrote down like all the different rules, all the different kinds of Lolita, and I figured out that I would want to be either sweet or classic.
If you still have that book, it would be so cool to see a video about you talking about it or trying to make the looks that you wrote down, or seeing if like now that you've experimented with it more, if your initial research was correct or if your research has changed through the years. Like, that would be such a cool video. Just saying, I would watch that.
Kind of nervous to try it out just because I was worried that, you know, I'd do it wrong and then people would maybe get upset, but my roommate Justine, hello, she does Lolita and she's made it seem so much more accessible and like reassured me that like, yeah, it's totally something that you can try out.
A lot of people get discouraged when they start out in Lolita because they're held up to these high expectations that people are going to be perfect right away, and you end up comparing yourself to people who've been in the fashion for 5, 10 plus years. You still gotta figure it out. Figure out what you're gonna like, what you're gonna wear. And if you try Lolita and you don't like your outfit, I don't think that you should quit and say, oh, this isn't for me. Like, you're allowed to experiment and figure out your style. And I think that we, as a community, should be like more vocal about it and more aware of that. Maybe someone's outfit isn't great or they're doing it wrong, but they're trying it out, and people are allowed to make mistakes and do bad coordinates and learn from them. Overall, the community's trying to move forward with that more, but I just wanted to mention it again. Like, if you've ever tried Lolita and you didn't like your coordinate, it doesn't mean that you have to quit or that you can't do it. You shouldn't be afraid to experiment and try it and just do it. Even if you end up doing it wrong, you can always grow from it.
My favorite YouTuber is Lovely Lore, who we both watch a lot. Yeah. We love Lore in our good nerdy home.
Thank you for watching me. Thank you for your support. I'm just pulling hairs out of my wig now. I don't know what to say. Look at the teacups hanging from that. This whole display is so pretty and so cool. I want to go here. I find this vlog really fun and nostalgic. I don't know, it just takes me back to like 2012, and I mean, it makes me miss being able to go out and go places because now we're in quarantine, but just in general, I kind of miss this style of content where someone just goes around in Lolita and like films it and like shows their life, because it's just really nice. And you get to see how they are out in the world and what they do and their experiences, and it's neat. I want to go back to doing some content like this where it's just less produced and more just chill. And I feel like YouTube has definitely made a move away from this less personal kind of content because everyone's competing with like networks and big channels and such. But I do miss this like personal, fun, casual vlog, and it's just really nice and makes me happy.
Justine has this I don't give a shit attitude that I really appreciate. Like, made me feel so good and not self-conscious. You'd think that I'd be used to this because of cosplay, but I don't know. I think whenever like you do something new, it's like, it's different. It's different, right?
I think cosplay, generally you wear it in situations where people are expecting to see cosplayers. It's less of like something that you do on a day-to-day basis and like live your normal life wearing cosplay. Like maybe there are people who do wear cosplay, but I think in general cosplayers' experiences are like at conventions or like at meetups or events, and I guess too cosplayers do encounter this when they're like going to and from events and like in transit or like eating meals at restaurants and stuff. But yeah, it's interesting to hear, and I understand why she probably wasn't even though she's used to people seeing her in cosplay, it's a different feeling because it's not a character too, it's like you. And I feel like her friend has a I don't care attitude because she's probably just used to this, and the more that you go out in public and the more that you go to events and meetups, you get more comfortable with yourself and with being in public and with people, because every time you make that encounter, you learn something and you take it with you. When we're allowed to go out in the world again, if you are feeling nervous about it, I think talk to your community and see if there's places like this where, you know, Lolitas frequent, and maybe the staff will be more used to seeing Lolitas, and that could really help your comfort.
Hi, welcome to baby's second time ever wearing Lolita fashion. I overslept. I did set an alarm and I was like, I'm gonna wake up at 9. It's gonna give me 6 hours to like get ready.
Do you need 6 hours to get ready?
Really excited. I've got this Alice in Wonderland themed cord. I'm not done up yet because we had to rush out the door.
This also makes me so nostalgic because there's been so many times where I'm rushing to a meetup and I'm half assembled, but I'm in the car and I'm driving or someone else is driving, and I'm like putting things together as I get. When I lived in California, there were so many times that I went to meetups and like would park my car and then just like be putting more things onto my outfit. Like this video if you've ever put your petticoat on in a parking lot and or used a car's windows as a reflection to put together your head accessories. Which I think is something to also remember when you see people's coordinates. You don't know what kind of situation they were in before, during, after.
This is also my Charlie wig. Fun fact. Yay, Charlie! Yay, Charlie!
Who's Charlie? Who's Charlie? This cord is really cute. I really like this print. It's so vibrant. I think I've seen it before, and Bodyline's images do not do it justice. Like, this blue color is really pretty, and the structure of it is really nice. I do think she could use a bigger petticoat, but for like a casual meetup, it's fine. She's still wearing a petticoat. I just think that this cord would look even prettier and even more pronounced with like a big Wonderwelt original petticoat or a Me Likes Tea.
At first I wasn't really feeling my cord, but it's slowly kind of growing on me. One thing that I am aware of from the last video, my petticoat that I have is very bad. I am aware of this. I have a Classical Puppets petticoat on the way. I actually ordered it like very shortly after my first time wearing it. I was hoping that my petticoat would come in time for today, and unfortunately did not, but I do have a proper petticoat on the way.
I'm kind of surprised because I expected that there would be more of the Vancouver Lolita community there, I guess, but I think it's fine to be able to go out with your friends in Lolita and not have to make it like a big event. But I do think for the future it would be really cool, Anya, to like see more of the Vancouver Lolitas. Of course, only if they're comfortable, only if they're willing to be filmed, but it might be cool to like reach out to them and to feature some of them.
Hello everyone. Greetings from quarantine.
We have the same backdrop.
As you can see, I am dressed in Lolita and
Look at that! Wait, I was gonna say look at that blouse, but I think that's the blouse that she wore in the first one. It's really cute. Cute blouse.
So today, as you can see, I am dressed in Lolita and I'm actually feeling my cord today.
She has wrist cuffs now. I need more wrist cuffs real bad.
Last time, I thought my cord was garbage, to be honest, but today I'm going very full suite, and I'm really feeling it.
I liked your cord. I just didn't really understand the socks, but I liked your cord. Remember in the first video when she was questioning whether she's gonna be classic or sweet? I think she's gonna be a sweet Lolita. Not to say that she can't be a classic Lolita anytime she wants, but seems like she's going more into sweet. This is such a cute idea, and now I want to do this too. Except our apartment is not very Lolita at all. I guess we could do it in this area. I'm really grateful that she's taken the time to make Lolita vlogs and experiment with Lolita fashion. I can't wait to see what else she does. I'd definitely love to see her get involved more with like more of the community, I guess. It's kind of hard for me to request that during quarantine when we can't see each other, but I think that once con season starts again and once all of that's going around, I think it'd be really interesting to see her interact with Lolitas at conventions. I'm not sure if she already has. Maybe I should check out some of her convention videos and see if there's Lolitas in it, but I think that it'd be really interesting to hear like the con experience too, as someone who's a cosplayer and then now also a Lolita.
So how do you finish a video? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this very chill little vlog.
I often feel the struggle that she felt of how do I end a video. Luckily, I can just say, stay lovely.